Hey boys, how are we going? We all well? We all well.
Good Hammer. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Pat?
I'm not bad, mate. How are you?
I'm good. And we are here, another episode of Shed Talk, episode 4.
Big episode it is. So, as you can see, there's an extra person here today. So we've got a under 12s state Tasmanian player, under 16 and 18 South Launceston Premiership player of this year. We'd like to welcome Olly Woodcock-Davis onto the show.
Cheers for having me, lads. Great intro, Maxie.
Yeah, it's good. How's the week been, Hammer?
It's good. We've got a very big guest.
Big guest. Another one coming about midway through the show. That's over Zoom as we can't get him here due to COVID. And
we better reveal it. So James Faulkner is coming on the show.
Big Jimmy Faulkner, Australian cricketer. So
very
good to have him. You hear about that in a bit. We'd like to quickly mention Gus, state champ of
state champ on the bikes.
On the motorbikes. He's gotten the job done. 41 points ahead going into the last round, and he's secured the W. So good on you, Gus.
He's really repping our state and our Yellow Stars.
Yeah. So local footy this week, we had the grand finals for the TSL and NTFA.
And what did I say?
I reckon Peck can wrap up the NTFA, seeing as he was a big part in one of them.
All right. So under 18s, South Launceston versus Longford. It was a bit of an upset, actually, because they beat us by 80 points last time. But they got the first goal, and I won't lie, my head did drop. I thought, oh, here we go again. But in the end, we rolled them by 60 and a 140-point turnaround. So not too bad.
It did seem to win pretty comfortably. I was at the game. Harry Summers also kicked another good goal. Yeah. Harry's pocket. Finals time's his time. So
you've got a few medals under your arm now.
Yeah, a few.
They just keep rolling in.
I'm still premiershipless after about 4 grand finals, but
you'll get there.
Lonnie won, as I said they would
in the TSL.
No surprise there, guys. But
back to the NTFA still though, Hammer. We've got in the Rezzies. It was Longford versus South again, and Longford did get the win this time. And in the seniors, it was Bracknell versus South. Bracknell won. So in the TSL, the D-League, Clarence got the win there against Lonnie. In the under-18s, Clarence got the win as well against the...
But the seniors were a different story, and how much money did I put on it, Maxie?
I don't think you put any money on it, so... The Lonnie did win about 30 points in the end. It was pretty close, 4 points going into the last.
Yep.
And we've also had the St. Virgil's game during the week. The Year 9 St. Pat's against St. Virgil's.
I could have been one of the most unlucky blokes to miss out on that game.
First 10 seconds, I've kicked a goal from 50. That's when we knew it was on. And we kicked 3 more from there before they even got it in their forward line.
Was it with the opposite foot too?
No, it wasn't, mate. Not this time. And then... We ended up winning by about 40 points. We had some superstars. Ben, first time playing, great on that wing.
Yeah, Benny.
So he's behind the camera, loves it.
Was there a bit of a scrap? I heard
there was a scrap. So that's not how footy's played though. Footy's played by kicking goals, and that's what we did as well. Won the scrap, won the game.
Well said.
So we've got our awkward moments for this week. Hammer, you want to take it on?
I'm going to start with an awkward moment because I have a bit of an awkward moment today. So the other week, I reckon it was on the weekend, I was at work. I was making this bloke a coffee. So I've made the coffee. I've given it to him. He's come up. He's like, yeah, thanks, mate. I love you. Bye. He's like 70 years old. I was like, love you too, brother.
That's like the same as when you get your meal and they say, enjoy your meal, and you say, you too. Like something like that. It's just not on. And
that's all right. Just sharing the love.
Yeah.
Where are you working at?
At Banjo's.
Nagano.
Yes, that's good. Yep.
My awkward moment for this week is when you're on the footy field, you're getting around a few of the boys. You're training with the older boys, right? You're getting a touch on. You go around to one of the older boys, go for a high five, and they don't high five you back. They just walk past, and you're there with your hand out.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, do I put it down? Because some people might be watching.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
That happened to me last night, actually. I thought he was going for me, and he was going for someone else.
Yeah.
And I've just touched his hand anyway.
That's all right. Get a touch.
Get a touch on. So, Song of the Week.
Song of the Week?
Hammer, I don't think we'll play it on the phone so we can cut it over, but what's your song of the week?
You've got your old Song of the Week?
Oh, yeah. I've got Boys of Summer. Listened to it last night in the hot tub.
Yeah.
It does slap.
Old song, is it?
Old song, yeah. I think it's from the 90s or early 2000s, and it is a pretty good song. I rate the tune, and it does hit a vibe when I'm just in the hot tub.
Yeah, right. I've got down Rum Rage, bit of Sticky Fingers.
Sticky
I
Fingers.
reckon that song came out about 2014. Absolute banger. Go
Yeah, I've just searched up. Boys of Summer's come out 1984.
Yeah,
so
right.
it is pretty old, 30 years older than your song. Listen to any of them, Peck?
I won't lie, I haven't listened to yours, but I have listened to Hammers.
I haven't listened to Hammers. What are your thoughts on it?
I think it's good. I do like Sticky Fingers quite a lot.
Yep.
We've got your This is a little special segment I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
The guest guide pack.
Alrighty, I'll take it away. So right here, I have a Shy Bolton 2021 common football card. So he's a great player, isn't he? You can all agree he's a great player.
Contestant for Mark of the Year.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, he's
I don't
He
reckon
could get
I don't reckon he'll get it, but Jack Ray, I reckon has it secured.
So an absolute blast from the past. I used to collect these year after year
I reckon we all
back
did.
in the day, and I jumped on this year. Got a full album.
Did you?
I haven't quite filled it out yet, but I got a best cards of Jacob Wiedering, Star Wild. I think that's a magic.
right.
They're better. They're
That's
better definitions than what they were back in the day. So
And I like it. I don't know. I don't quite know what the game points is though,
No,
Is that
I think
fancy?
it's just all added
No,
up.
I don't think it's
just
fancy.
No, it's not.
because that's 54.7.
They've
He's a
stitched him up
fancy
a bit.
freak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
I want to just in. I reckon it was like grade 2. Lenny's still pretty stiff at me for stitching me up with a what was it, Nick Rewalt Star Wild. I stole his Nick Rewalt Star Wild. in prep,
stole
so
it. So you didn't even trade it.
No, I didn't. But in
Have you still got
in
it?
grade 2, I fooled someone, mate. I fooled someone so hard. I've come to school. He's clueless. He's come with an arrow sandal and Star Wild. And I've gone, sit down, mate. Sit down. We're gonna have a little chat. So I whipped out my.
Are you the older kid in this scenario?
No, we're in the same grade, but he
Oh,
just
wow.
doesn't. He just doesn't know
He has no
anything about
clue.
footy. So I whipped out my silver card.
Oh no.
I said, mate, this is the best on the range. This is truly the best card. Like, do you want to swap? He's given it to me. I've come away with an Aaron Sandler and Star Wild.
Wow.
So I'm a bit of a con
I
artist.
used to do this one a lot. I'd go, I've got 2 of this card, so I'm willing to give you this one if you just give me that. This one's a real good card. I got 2 of them. There's only like 5 in Tassie. I've got 2 of them. Here you go. So
That's smart.
it's all about the mind games, I
I
guess.
know. You've just got to get in their mind. And we
Yeah.
do that pretty well.
Make
here
them
in,
feel like you're the expert, and
Shed
that's what we're about at Shed Talks, being the experts. Hammer, I think you're back with your fast food cooks and homemade.
I am
cooks.
back with my fast food cooks and homemade cooks. I haven't got a homemade cooks for this week, but I've bought 2 fast food crooks. So my fast food crooks, zinger double at KFC, bit of a 2 zinger fillets, and then a bit of stuff in the middle.
Is it
No
with the
buns.
spicy bacon and stuff still? Or not?
Yeah, it
I'm not sure how I rate the spicy bacon.
wasn't a fan of it.
I prefer the normal zinger.
Yeah,
Have you tried the spicy bacon zinger?
there's
No, I haven't. I do like a zinger box though.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want
I've
your
seen
mouth in a
what you
zinger.
say.
Zinger stacker.
But
that's all right.
yeah, the fillets just don't work. They don't hold everything in. I've got sauce coming out both ways. My foil that's wrapped up in is all saucy. So
That's
I've got
the worst thing when you take a bite and it comes out the end.
Yeah.
So you're like pushing it back in. Your hands are all now got food on them,
Yeah.
and you don't want to lick your hands,
Yeah,
even though it
that's
is
right.
finger licking good. But
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Do you want to get on to my second fast food crooks? So
you're the host of this, mate. You take it away then.
coming back from playing basketball instead of footy the other day, so stopped up at Bridgewater Macca's. Yeah, we got 4 buses there. I've walked in, 60 orders in front of me. I guess I'll just wait for my food. But you know what made it bad?
What?
I've sat down finally half an hour waiting for my double Big Mac meal. They go, quick, we got to leave. No food on the bus, no food on the bus. So I've had to scull my Coke so fast. I've had to eat everything in about 5 minutes. I've nearly thrown up as soon as I got
Yeah,
on the
that's why
bus.
we went to Mood Food. We
I didn't mind the mood foods.
I spent $22 worth there at Mood Food.
I
Just
would have
getting
got a
the.
few crumb sausages.
I got some salt and vinegar chicken, some chips.
Ooh.
I like the salt and vinegar
Yeah.
chicken, and then I got some chocolate and chalky milk. But they didn't have the better chalky milk, so it wasn't that great.
Yeah.
But Cochin, now into some trade and some retirement news. Cochin's no longer captain of Richmond.
Steve.
Stepped down.
They were acting like he retired or something.
Yeah, I know. They did. Oh, he's been one of the great
He's been a
Richmond
star.
captains.
triple premiership captain. Sad to see him step down, but I reckon Jack Graham
Really?
will step up. I reckon he's a star, good leader.
Yeah.
Sets the tone.
Yeah, that's probably true. And another Richmond player, Charles, off to the Suns.
Wow,
Yeah.
I was
Flat.
nearly going to take him.
Very
I was
flat.
like, he's going to be very flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peck is a Richmond supporter. You're very
He's moving to the Suns, so
I don't know why.
He'll start. It's like Brandon Ellis. It's going to be Brandon Ellis. Oleg Markov.
Oh yeah.
They all love the Suns.
They all
the
love him.
Tigers.
And now look at them. They were average at the Tigers, and they're stars over there.
Yeah.
So I can Charles maybe a Brownlow Smoky next year.
Yeah, Nat Jones retired as well. That's pretty stiff. I reckon it's pretty stiff that he doesn't get a game this week.
Nathan Jones has had his twins.
Yeah, he's going
when
back
was it,
to
2 days ago or yesterday, and
yeah.
he's made it in time. So good on Nathan, big listener of the show, loves it.
Congrats, Nath.
And he's also announced his retirement. So that's very sad. After 302 games, 16 or 17 seasons, I think it was.
Superstar.
Yeah, absolute superstar. And McRae, it's been a good year for him. I don't know. It's a shame, really, when you get the most disposals in a year, but you're still not in the top 5 for a favourite of Brownlow.
He should be. He's a ball magnet.
Especially when he has Bontempelli in his team.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It's the impact, though. It's
He's like Tom Mitchell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Tom Mitchell. But he did win a Brownlow when he got it. So.
Yeah,
he did.
Also, Billings re-signed. That's great for Lenny.
Who? I'm just kidding.
Right, we'll just cut in. We'll go into the now call with Jimmy Faulkner. So stay tuned for that. A renowned cricket superstar, playing for Australia from 2012 to 2017. 1 Test match against England in 2013. 69 ODIs, 24 T20 internationals, 60 IPL games, and an Aussie 2015 World Cup player. Undoubtedly one of the most successful all-rounders in T20 history and a Tasmanian and Australian great of the sport, James Faulkner. Great to have you on the show, James.
Thanks for having me, boys. That's a pretty good wrap. Thanks for that.
Yeah, summed it up pretty well, I think. So we're going to have, I think, 3 or 4 questions each, and then you can fire some back at us as well. And then at the end, we've got a new segment called the Random 10, where we've actually got 11 questions, but we're going to ask 11 questions. First answer that comes to your head, and it's going to be quick fire.
Yep.
Get straight into Hammer's questions.
So, James, obviously growing up in Tassie, you played cricket around grammar, but in the winter months, did you play any sports other than cricket?
Yeah, when I was young, I was pretty fortunate. My parents sort of let me get into whatever sport I was interested in. So I played tennis at one stage. I played footy.
Yep.
I played soccer, golf, but probably AFL and cricket were the 2 I played sort of in season. Never played any club footy. It was always school footy, and a little bit of Tassie under 16 stuff. But after that, it was all cricket.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go through mine as well. And I've got, as a grammar boy growing up, what was it like playing school cricket? Did you dominate in the nets? Did you just take the piss out of it a little bit, or what was it like?
Yeah, I played school cricket every Saturday. So if school cricket was up and there was first grade or second grade, I'd always played school cricket. It was the priority. My parents were sort of behind that, more so my dad, but it was probably a good thing. I still played third grade or whatever was available on a Sunday, whether it was a Kookaburra Cup game with first grade. But look, once you leave school, you can't go back to playing with your mates. So it was the right decision at the time, even though I wanted to play first grade. But yeah, I played all my school cricket and obviously did pretty well. I think once you're playing competitions in leagues higher than school cricket, it's a lot easier to fall back and play with the kids. So yeah, it was good fun. I got some great memories playing for grammar.
Yeah.
And I've got one here. Obviously, you played a lot of international cricket with Mitchy Starc. Did you ever have to face him in the nets? And how'd you feel about that? Were you a bit...
Yeah, my hamstrings always got a little bit tight when he was bowling. No, I did have to face him, obviously, a fair bit. It's not much fun, but yeah, look, once you get in there and you're in the contest, you're away really. But trying to think about how fast he's bowling or getting hit, just man up and face it.
Yeah. I got another question for you, Jim. Do you have a favourite wicket over your career?
Oh, jeez. Favourite wicket? Yeah, probably do actually. Probably knocking over Chris Gale, I reckon, in Big Bash 1 in BBL 1 after I'd moved to Melbourne. That's probably my favourite one with slow ball. I didn't mean it to York, but yeah, bowling. That's probably my favourite one, I reckon. After not really playing the MCG or in front of big crowds or playing against the world's best, and he was at his peak at the time. That's probably one of my favourite ones, I reckon.
Yeah. So back to when you were a junior, obviously you played a lot of under 15, like national and under 16s and stuff. But do you remember the under 15 national 4th wicket partnership record that you've still got when you played down in Westbury?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I've done your research, boys.
Yeah, come prepared.
Under 15 record.
Yeah, it's the 4th wicket record and it's still the national championship record.
No, I don't. Who was that with?
It was with McCormack.
Is that right? There you go.
Yeah, so his father's our math teacher and he just reminded us of that one. So yeah.
What was the partnership?
Oh, I don't know. I tried
Obviously put on a fair few.
I tried getting it up, but it came up with like all the senior like national wicket ones, but not in the juniors. So
right, okay.
Yeah, and your nickname's the finisher. Would you like to elaborate on why that is, and if you have any other nicknames that you used to be called around on the ground?
Oh, I've had plenty of nicknames. I think being the young punk on the block, playing with older blokes when you're only 16, 17, you get plenty of nicknames. I only really got the finisher from Michael Clark at the time after the innings at the Gabba. He sort of tagged me with that as a bit of a joke, and the press sort of ran with it after that. And I suppose you don't normally get to pick your nicknames, but you just get on with it like that. That's obviously one of them, but most people just call me Jimmy.
Yeah.
All my mates call me Jimmy, and that's pretty much as simple as these. I've got other ones, but I won't eat, but I'm sure you boys do as well.
Yeah. I've got one here just on that game. How did it feel winning that game for Australia? And obviously, yeah, just the feeling of it all.
There's certain games or certain times when you're playing, you sort of remember moments, and others you can't. Yeah. This one I can remember pretty well, actually, because I'd carried the drinks all summer in the test series. I carried the drinks as 12th man for 5 tests. Hadn't played, and then the one-day series started, and I was playing okay. Was when the field changes happened, when you can only have 4 people outside the circle. So bowlers were going for 60 and 70 and 80. Just starting to go for that. I sort of felt like I was under the pump, probably going to get dropped. I sort of got pushed down to 9 with the power play. This thing called Noel ahead of me at 8. I think came in at 9. Yeah. I got 1 for 70. I was as I said, I was under pressure, but I don't know. It was just it was a perfect storm, really. Everything sort of went right. Even the last over, I nicked one over the top of the keeper. The rest is history. I can remember it all. It was, it's an unbelievable feeling as a team. But I'll never get to experience that again, obviously. But it was a big buzz.
Yeah. I got another question. Do you have any advice for junior, like not necessarily cricketers, but just sports players?
Yeah, my only bit of advice is not to not put as much pressure on yourself. I think a lot of people want to excel quickly, play good sport, impress people. Just enjoy it. Some of my best memories growing up were playing with my schoolmates, playing with my grade mates in underage cricket. That was some of my greatest memories, when you can just relax, have fun. You can try different shots. You can try and bowl different balls. I think, that's the main thing. Enjoy it, because once you get up the ranks, there's a hell of a lot more on the line. It's your work and business, and obviously there's a lot of pleasure in it as well. You get to travel and play against some of the best players, but you're always in the gun and under the pump. So only advice would be just to enjoy it, and don't get ahead of yourself. Just enjoy the game and ask questions to try and get better.
So Malinga announced his retirement from all forms of cricket during the week. Did you ever face him as a batsman, and were you kind of pooping yourself if you did?
Yeah, I played with him at Melbourne Stars for a couple of years when he was red hot, and then I faced him at the Oval in England in the Champions Trophy, and he's bloody hard to pick up. The ball sort of comes from nowhere. But he's a nightmare. He's a hell of a player, and probably the best Yorker bowler I've ever seen.
Yeah, I've got a question here from Nick as well. He's got your favourite red wine because he said you love a bit of red wine.
I was just about to say the line's starting to crackle up if it was going to be something different than that. My favourite red wine. I like Rockford Basket Press
Yep.
from the Barossa. That's probably my favourite wine, I reckon.
Yep. And when you were younger, being a left-hand bowler and a right-hand batsman, did you get told a lot that you were doing it wrong?
No, I never really got told I was doing it wrong. I got asked probably a couple of times why, but no one ever said I'd try the other way.
That's Hamish.
I'm also left-hand bowler, right-hand batter, so I feel you, Jimmy.
There's nothing wrong with it. No, I'm on your side.
Perfectly fine.
Just do what you want, whatever feels comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm normally a face one ball batsman and don't bowl, so I don't really get to choose what hand and stuff. So, when you went around on tour and like traveling and stuff, who was the most annoying teammate to tour around the world with?
Oh, I hate throwing blokes under the bus. The most annoying.
Be careful, they'll probably listen to this as well. Big podcast.
Yeah, massive.
Yeah, no, probably the most annoying. He's a great bloke. It's probably just doesn't shut up. They'll probably say about me because I was quite young in the group, but he's at another level. He's a pest.
Yeah. Maxie's a pest.
Is that all the questions we got from?
That's all mine.
Yeah, that's all.
All right, so we'll get into the random 10 questions. So we'll just flick through them quickly. What's your favourite food before a game?
A pasta or risotto.
Who was the best on after a game or series?
George Bailey. Is this rapid fire?
Yeah, so who'd party the hardest after?
Yeah, probably George Bailey.
Red bowl or white bowl? Favorite romance movie?
Don't watch dance movies. Blokes don't either.
Yeah, good answer.
What's your favourite movie then?
Dodgeball.
Yeah, I watched that one the other night.
Best subject in school?
Phys obviously.
Yeah.
Do you have any hidden talents?
I can cook.
Good.
Oh, I can't. Best place to visit?
The Maldives.
Best ground to play at?
The MCG.
Worst injury?
I'm sure people had worse than me.
Biggest fear?
Being eaten alive.
And that's it for the random 10 questions. So have you listened to the show before?
No, I haven't, but I've heard big raps about it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
we're-
big at the moment.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going through the whole state, so
We reached top 10 in Australia twice, I think, now. So we're hoping to catch up. Do you listen to a bit of List Cloggers and Dylan Friends?
No, I don't. But you can flick me the link, and I'll have a listen to them.
Because that's what we kind of revolve around, just like a bit of taking the piss and dribbling on a bit. And so who's your grand final prediction?
I think the Western Bulldogs over there.
And who have you got for Norm Smith that
very
day?
true.
For the Norm Smith, I'm going to go to Bont.
Oh yeah, that's probably going to be.
Do you have a footy team, Jimmy?
Yeah, I think they stopped playing it around. Well, I think around 6, Collingwood.
And who's your prediction for the Brownlow?
I'm backing the Bont as well. But I think Ollie won.
Yeah.
Lucky, but I think the Bont's got enough votes early.
Yeah, he did kind of choke in the last 3 games, I reckon.
Yeah, he would have done enough in the first half of the season, I reckon.
Yeah, probably. But it's been good to have you on the show, Jim.
Thank you very much for coming on.
Cheers, Jimmy.
Yeah, it's been great. So thank you, and we'll send you through a link and get you to have a listen.
No problem. Anytime. Let me know if you want me to tap into any other resource and any other boys want to come on.
Yeah,
Oh,
all right,
good.
cheers.
Thank you. All right.
All right, the round review, boys.
Yep. Thanks for Jimmy for coming on. We're on to our round review. Massive games. Well, it was
Melbourne, July. Oh, they'll
Poor
blow
week
out.
of footy.
Yeah.
Max Gorn. That's all I have to say.
Oh,
He is the
God.
king.
Max gone, Geelong gone.
Yeah.
And
That's a good one.
saw that on the Facebook. And I was on Friday night, right? I'm just on the PlayStation. I've gone, good. It's prelim week. It's always hard contests, good footy, always tight.
Yeah.
And I watched the first game and it's a blowout. And I thought, oh, well, at least the D's beat Geelong and
Yeah.
Hamish isn't going into the granny.
Right. Next game.
And then the Port Adelaide Western
And then I
Bulldogs.
thought the Port Dogs game was going to be pretty good, but
Yeah.
that
Another
didn't.
blowout.
It was at Adelaide Oval as well. They got Nether Terrace
They
apart.
just didn't show up.
Jeez, that pumps me up, by the way.
Yeah,
Just watching
it
that.
does.
That did scare us.
Especially with the scarves.
Yeah,
When they
it's
go
elite.
around with the scarves.
It is elite.
Yeah. Imagine having your own like band sponsoring your team
Yeah.
and having a song like In Excess.
That'd be
Gee,
good.
that would be
That'd
good.
pump you up on the field.
Who would be your go-to for a sponsor before a game?
Oh. It's a tricky one. I don't know. I wouldn't mind a bit of Taylor Swift to pump me up. You know?
Yeah, a bit of love story.
Yeah, that's a tune.
Yeah, it is.
22. You got just
Oh,
countless
yeah.
bangers.
You belong with me.
Oh, yeah.
um,
Don't get me started.
before a game, I would probably have either a bit of Eminem
Yeah.
going in. Imagine lose yourself as you're walking through the tunnel.
That's what I listen to in the car on the way.
Yeah.
And a bit of I'm not afraid one. That one's good.
Oh yes, yes. And then if you were allowed swearing, you'd go for someone like Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
Eminem's about 55, isn't he?
No, he's not that old. He's about 30s, mate.
Eminem.
30, late 30s, like 39, 40-ish.
Alright.
I'm saying yeah.
Put
40,
your guesses
47.
in.
I'm saying 40.
Okay, I'll say 41.
I'm going to say
41.
48.
I'm going to say
49.
48, 49, 48.
No way he's spitting those bars at
He's
49.
48. No, he's 48. He's
48,
48, isn't he? I
mate.
told you.
I thought it was 41. Anyway,
So what?
Jeez,
Wow.
he's a good looking rooster. Bloody hell.
Yeah. He's amazing.
yeah, he's
I don't
shaping
know
up
how
all right
he's
for
still going.
going into his 50s. So no football this week. There's a bye, but who have we got for the Brownlow?
What's that about?
It's because they didn't have one in between round 23 and the finals, I think,
Boo.
and they'd already booked it.
They all had a break 2 weeks ago. So.
Yeah, but not really. Western Bulldogs didn't,
Yeah.
because they didn't make the top 4. But who's our tips for the Brownlow?
Ollie Wines still. I'm not. Yeah,
Not changing?
Yeah, I'm with Ollie Wines. He's had
Yeah.
a great year.
Yeah, Petrarca.
Oh, true.
Yep, I love
He'll be up
Petrarca, so he's got it. And that's the only sport really for football on this week, the Brownlow, because there's nothing else big.
Rugby league. Bit of NRL on the weekend. If you're watching this, your Poon boys.
Up in
Knights
Queensland.
came up to Rocky. Eels came up to Rocky. Good game. It was a very good game.
I didn't catch it,
Yeah, no.
if I'm being honest.
I know.
NFL started during the week.
Yeah.
Gus and I have hopped on the Green Bay Packers.
Who?
The Packers. Gus and I are on the Packers, so
I'm
wanted,
actually going for the
he wanted to be on with the Tom Brady and his team.
I'm going for the Arizona Jets.
Who are you, Peck?
The Miami Dolphins.
Oh, yeah, that's Reese's team as well. And
Yeah, same.
the grand final.
Do the Arizona Jets exist?
I think, aren't they like... No, I don't think that's their name.
Arizona Jets.
Anyway,
Um,
moving on.
Actually,
Grand-
I'm going for the Ohio Swans. So
I don't think they're a team either.
no, I've locked that in. So
The tips,
Ohio going all the way this year, Super Bowl.
Melbourne versus Dogs. Who you got, Hammer?
The Doggies are going to get up by I'll say 13 points, and best on ground will be Charlie Cameron.
Charlie
Cody
Cameron.
Wayman.
Yeah, right. I'm saying Dogs by 7 in an absolute classic. Rourke Smith's going to have 30, and he's
Yeah,
going
right.
to take out the Norm.
I've got Melbourne to win it by about 18.
Yeah, so what do you reckon? He's going to get 30 disposals. 5
Petrarca,
goals,
best on, Melbourne win. I'm going to say right now he's going to have 32, 2 goals. Just a nice quiet one for Norm Smith.
That's not quiet. That's a
monster.
monster of a game.
That's 150 fantasy points.
That'll about do it for this week. So I'd like to thank everyone for keeping on sharing and listening.
Yeah.
So it's been
Make
good.
sure you're sharing this episode because it's absolutely massive.
And big thanks to Peck for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, lads.
Yeah, it's been
come all
good.
the way over here, so big
Yeah.
sacrifice.
It's been a big walk, big journey, big lead up, and
massive.
Big episode.
And thanks, James, for coming on.
Yeah. Again,
Keep looking out. We'll get some more stars on the show.
including Peck again, maybe
Oh,
later
I
on.
wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Thank you.
I reckon it's a great feature. See ya.
So.